We have made it to episode 50. Welcome back, everybody. It's time for more Rocket League season. And we begin episode 50 with a matchup against the 2-0 Skyhawks here in week 3. Let's go. And we have a matchup at Utopia Coliseum here in episode number 50. Thank you guys for supporting the episodes up until this point. And we are underway. After going a nice 2-0 to start the year, and that was without me really doing a whole lot. I had, I think, 1 goal in the 2 games. I think I was like last place in both games as well, as Merlin scores and we're up 1-0. Merlin took over game 2. We were down 2-0. He ended up helping us take the lead. We ended up giving it back, I believe, and then winning it in overtime. But Merlin has been our offensive master so far this season. And only 10 seconds in, we're already doing a pretty good job. And that was not a very good hit, but I guess it'll do the job. We'll see if I can have a little better episode this time out, as Tex has it denied by Maverick. And I was trying to get in there to prevent exactly what ended up happening. So, okay, let's try setting them up now. Let's go around. And there we go. Wait, what? Oh, Tex was there and he took it. That's mine! He just took my goal. It's episode 50. It's supposed to be a milestone. He just took my goal. There's no other way around it. That was not supposed to be his. Okay, it's 2-0. Oh man, if I could play those smarter, that could have been at least a shot attempt. Which I didn't do a good job of creating last episode. There we go, going back the other way. I need to get some boost while I'm at it. And that's going to happen. There we go. It's centered. Merlin, all you, 3-0. Teamwork here in episode number 50. I'm already the playmaker. So I have 3 assists already, although I would have liked to have that goal, Tex. But it's alright. I like this. 60 seconds in, we have ourselves a 3-goal lead. No, Maverick. He tried to get, like, you know, what he tried to do. Finally, it's my turn to score a goal. We're going big here in episode number 50. I win the face-off, and then just a few seconds later. Whoops, I accidentally hit jump instead of boost. It happens. So I did want to get around to this a little bit in the last video of Rocket League, and now that this game is getting pretty out of hand, there's a chance for me to talk about it a little bit. But E3 was last week, of course, and I just wanted to talk about some of my favorite games that I saw from the conferences, and I watched a lot of the content around E3, so I got to see a lot of the games, and I watched most of the conferences live. And are we going to make it 6-0? Not quite yet. Not yet, but I think it's going to happen the way this has been shaken out. Alright, Merlin, for me, thank you. Merlin gets it. Okay, pool, wait, what? So I get the pool shot, but the goal still goes to Merlin. I didn't know it worked that way, but I have my 4th assist. I'm the point guard. But you guys know that I do most of my gaming on the PlayStation 4. I'm definitely a Sony fan. I love the Sony properties, and that is such a great save right there. I enjoy the Sony exclusives. It's weird because I grew up a PlayStation gamer, and that really began with Madden and Ratchet & Clank. Those were my 2 games growing up. And then what I loved about Ratchet & Clank was its multiplayer on Ratchet & Clank 3. So I basically became a multiplayer shooter gamer for a number of years, and I still enjoy playing them, although I do try to play more single player games because there are a lot of really good ones out there. And when it was announced that Ratchet & Clank Tools of Destruction, which was a launch title or launch window game for the PlayStation 3, which this would have been back like 2005, 2006, they announced it would not have multiplayer. And after playing it on Up Your Arsenal and Deadlocked, I was really upset that it wasn't going to be part of the series anymore. Because I played Ratchet and Clank the way people play Call of Duty and Battlefield now. I played it religiously for over a year. And I like to think, decently good at the game, and it's what I wanted to play. I wanted to continue playing Ratchet and Clank multiplayer. And once that was announced, I decided that I was going to go to 360 because they had this new series called Gears of War. And I had friends that played the multiplayer and told me how awesome it was, and so that happened. I didn't get a PlayStation 3 until 2010, I think. And I ended up getting a 360, played a lot of Gears of War. So the Gears of War series obviously means quite a bit to me with the Gears 4 launch, but as I enjoyed the Gears 1 multiplayer, they proceeded to turn it into a Respawn shooter, and I thought it became a lot more generic in the process. Single player was great, gameplay formula didn't change a lot, but the multiplayer did. And it wasn't just that it went from a round-based game to a Respawn game. They changed like the ways how the assault rifles work, made them more powerful, which is fine. But I felt like they just kept doing too many things to make it Respawn oriented, and then they introduced matchmaking instead of lobby system so that it was easier to get in games. But while they did that, it was like when shooters became games that were meant to be enjoyed in like 10-minute chunks. So you play these round-based games, and I'm sorry, but round-based games are not meant to be rapid-fire games. They're not. SOCOM, I played a lot of SOCOM growing up as well. Round-based games need to have some depth. You need to have a real game out of it. And they took that away with the matchmaking in Gears. Now, what am I getting at here? Basically, when they started doing that, I got kind of tired of the Xbox side of things. So that's when I decided to try PlayStation 3 for the first time. And in doing so, I played Killzone and Resistance. It wasn't my PlayStation, but I went out and rented, when you still rented games, Killzone 2 and Resistance 2, and it took a weekend for me to decide that I wanted to go to PlayStation 3. And so, since then, I've reunited with all these Sony properties, and obviously got into series like Uncharted and Infamous, and now I'm a big Sony fan. Still like a lot of Microsoft stuff, but definitely more on the Sony side of things. So I enjoyed a lot of the games showed off by Sony. I'm not a God of War fan. That was just one of the ones that never clicked for me. But this new God of War does look very fun. I was also very excited about Days Gone from Sony Bend. They haven't released a game in a long time. And I was also excited about the game Detroit. I like those story-based decision-making games. And look at that. Was that a reverse goal? It wasn't. Oh well, it's 8-3. So basically, I just really enjoyed Sony's conference, and Microsoft's conference was really good too, and I wasn't sure that Sony could top it. But Sony just has so many great IPs and great studios, and they showed as much as they did, focusing on mainly first-party stuff. There was some third-party in there with like Call of Duty, but they were able to put on a great show in terms of just games without Naughty Dog and without Sucker Punch. That to me was really impressive. And without Media Molecule, and I really enjoy their games too. I know they're not as popular. But we win this first game of episode number 50. And now, we're going to see if we can make it 4-0. But look at this. I take the MVP this time around. 4 assists, 2 goals, 3 shots, and a save. I'll take that. And now, how many undefeateds are left? Only 2. Let's try to keep it going. We take on the 0-3 Bombers now. So basically, I'd like to know what games that you thought were most interesting at any of the E3 conferences. I really enjoyed the exclusive stuff from Sony. I thought some of the other stuff was interesting as well from Ubisoft. The Ghost Recon Wildlands looked interesting. Watch Dogs look cool, but everybody has their expectations tempered after Watch Dogs 1, which is reasonable. Many were let down by the game. Oh, come on. I thought I had something going there to get off to a good start. Okay, 30 seconds in, no goals yet. So yeah, just let me know what you thought was the most exciting at E3. There were a lot of really good games, and not all of it's so fresh in my memory because I watched all this stuff like 3 or 4 days ago. But obviously, what I remember right away is what Sony was able to do, and Microsoft. Halo Wars looked really cool. I didn't play the first Halo Wars. I definitely want to look into Halo Wars 2. Uh-oh. Down 1-0. It's Myrtle. I was confused for a second. I'm like, wait a minute. What's the guy on our team again? Merlin. Merlin against Myrtle. Okay. So I'm racing downfield to tie the game. Didn't take very long there. Everybody else was playing that slow. You can't play slow. You gotta play fast, but effective. And that was a nice little bank I got there. Sneaking up on Casper here. I don't have any boost to do anything, though. I want to get some more demolitions. I had a bunch in that first episode. I wasn't doing a whole lot else, but at least I was getting those demos. So I want to see if I can get some more this season. And that is a goal for me. I wasn't even expecting that. Myrtle just kind of gave us this one. I guess this is part of how you become an 0-3 team. Oh, that's a pool shot. Well, that seems unfortunate. Not for us. Alright, 3:20 left to go, and here we go. Zooming up the sideline. I'm looking to bank this off. That's not really a good setup, but Merlin, he's a playmaker. But he's not there. It's okay. Nice job, Tex. It's a 3-1 lead. I like this team I've assembled here. I created a team that doesn't even need me for the most part. Good job. 3:02 left to go. It's all you, Tex. I think he clipped it. Oh, come on. Go in. Go in. Centered. No. I'm trying to... I want to fly a bit more. I definitely want to fly. I want to get my aerial goals. I don't know if I have a single one in this game. I think if I check my stats, I don't have an aerial goal. Which isn't surprising when you see how I handled just simply driving on the ground. Like, how could this guy ever leave the ground and hold his own? Alright, someone set me up. I hate when there's a mess in the corner. I try to avoid it because I'm just not effective there. There we go, Tex. Even he's playing aggressive offense, and his shots are counting. 4-1. Episode 50 going pretty well, and this season is going excellent. We got a bank. Oh. There we go. I hit that one in midair. That's something. Now we're going to go to the opposite side. I fell into a 100 boost. Nice job, Tex, redirecting, but Myrtle is there to knock it back. Good job, Merlin. And now I'm trying to keep it centered, and that's not going to work. Myrtle rebounds. And now they have it on offense. That's kind of a weird change of pace for this game. They scored the first goal, but that was basically all the offense they've had. Oh no. I got hit and I wasn't ready. Casper gets the goal. Did he like pool shot me into it? Because that hit there I didn't expect. Then I had to like try redirecting, and Casper was there to make a demo and a really great goal to make it 4-2. This game is not over by any stretch. So this one's bouncing in front. No, I couldn't get there in time. That's why I need a little bit of sense of urgency there. So they get possession now, around a minute to go, as Myrtle bounces it up and over. And now it's going up and over again. Stop that. Good job, Tex. Good play. We have it in their corner now. They're trying to get it away from us, but as long as we eat up some clock here, it's good. Good. Oh, no. Samara's able to redirect it off of the Merlin hit, and now it's a 1-goal game. The defense better get shored up because this is becoming an issue. Alright, 40 seconds to go here in this second game of episode number 50. We're trying to go for the sweep. I missed it. That's playing in their favor. Tex, you have to be able to knock that away. And he can't even hit it. So, I come in to make the play. Clear it out, Merlin. Set me up. Let's go end this game. No, Samara again with the play. Good job, Tex. Forgot about you for a moment there. No! Had to redirect it. Tex going the wrong way. 13 seconds left. Redirected Myrtle. Off the wall and popped up. And it's in front. Going across. Come on. No! Save it. That's so close. Yes! We somehow hang on there at the end. And it's another win for us. Wow, that was a crazy ending. 2 goals and 2 shots. Normally at the end we see some, like, we've seen great goals with a few seconds left, but very few, like, I wouldn't even call it a great save, but just like a defensive play that helps, like, you know what I mean. You know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, we're 4-0 on the season. Up next is week 5 and week 6. Remember, this is a 9-week season, so it's not going to be very long before we know the playoff picture, and we are obviously off to a fantastic start. 4-0 along with the Rovers, so we take them on in week 7, and hopefully they're still undefeated, so we can have ourselves a fun game there. But thank you all for watching episode 50 here in the Rocket League Season Mode series. Please leave a like if you enjoyed, comment below your feedback, and subscribe, and let me know what you thought was impressive at E3 this past week. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day.